It's hard to talk about basketball right now. Congratulations to Tennessee. They played really hard and really well. I have a ton of respect for Coach Barnes. Mostly we're just sad that this is over.
Okay, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you and state your name and affiliation and to whom the question is directed. Right here.
Hi, Liv Clements with Indiana University. I wanted to just ask for all three of you, with Coach being by your side right now, I guess what can you explain about him in his first season, and you make it all the way to Sweet 16? I mean, him as a coach and you guys as a team.
Lamont, we'll start with you.
I'll say it's incredible, man. We came in, nobody not knowing each other, really no coaching staff, and we built something that was really great, really inspiring, for other people. Just even to play at Kentucky is a dream come true, for myself and a lot of us guys up here. So, we're really grateful for him to bring us here and able to experience something that we may have not experienced before this year, and really grateful, honestly.
Koby.
Yeah, I say I think the University of Kentucky is in great hands. Just to see what he's done this year, his first year, and not only that, but he's a life changer. To just our group. I feel like he's helped us grow so much off the court and on the court, and it's going to be really special to see what he continues to do for this team and for this university.
Andrew?
Yeah, I just definitely agree with what those guys said. I think a lot of us never, even just 1 year ago, even thought that we'd be at Kentucky. So for Coach Pope to believe in everybody who is on the team, believe in myself is really special for all of us. And it's pretty, super proud of the team and everybody this season. We were able to make history at the Mecca of college basketball. And so for us to, be able to come in here and Coach Pope's first year and be able to do that has been, nothing short of amazing. And I'm super excited to see for the next, 10, 15 years what kind of dominant run Coach Pope can start back here. So,
right here in the back.
Daryl Bird with Cats Paws in Lexington. For all three players, you guys, you all talked in the beginning about you didn't think you would ever be able to wear a UK jersey. What's the journey been like now that's over, and how hard is it going to be to take that jersey off for the last time?
Andrew, we'll start with you.
It's certainly very difficult. Don't want to untie my shoes. Don't want to take off this jersey. Definitely shout out BBN and all of the fans. It's like nowhere I've ever experienced, and really have just had the most fun playing basketball this season. And, I really appreciate them welcoming all of us in with open arms and really caring about all of us more than just a basketball player and being a fan. They really, you're welcome into the Kentucky family, and it's a family for a reason. So definitely is an amazing experience that, it hurts right now, but as we continue to get older, just look back and be more and more proud as time goes on.
Koby?
Yeah, I don't know who's in charge of the jerseys and all that, but they're going to go through some trouble to get mine. It's still surreal every time, I walk in the locker room and I'm able to put this jersey on. Just from everything I've dealt with, everything I've been through, where I come from, just to be able to put it on, it's just super special. And then, just to have my brothers, and, we were all strangers when we first got here, and we didn't have a lot of time to bond and get to know each other and, make this possible, what we just did. So, we're all a big family now, and BBN has been amazing. They made this dream a reality for real for me. Just ever since I stepped into campus, everybody's greeted me with open arms, and they've been amazing to me and my family, and it's been everything I've wanted to be and more. So I'm just happy with my experience here for sure.
Lamont?
Yeah, this is just a special place with special people around it. The whole program, the fans, they were out there, every day. Even when I first got here, just greeting me with love and greeting everybody with love. It was the first time people were coming up to our dorm and getting autographs and stuff like that. So it was kind of surreal when we got here, the fan love. But, just the bond that we were able to create this year was just amazing. In 1 year, you usually don't get teams that are able to, really get connected like that. Usually it's like 2 or 3 years, but, we kind of bonded really quick. Coach Pope brought some really good guys that I'll call brothers for the rest of my life, and I'm really grateful that God gave me this opportunity to be around these people.
Right here, please.
My name is Jerry Eves with Eves Sports Radio. Lamont, the competition you had against Ziegler today, two of the best point guards, you and he, going at each other all night tonight. Both of you had excellent games. Tell me about the competition level, getting ready to play Ziegler.
Yeah, he's a really good player, he's one of the best point guards in the country. Tonight he played well, as he's been doing, pretty much all year. So just definitely congrats to him and his team to going on farther in the tournament. But, it was a great matchup, and I feel like I held my own and was able to go out there and really compete. And at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for.
Right here.
Nick Schultz with On 3. Mark, you built this roster from scratch the way you did to get to this point so quick. What's next in terms of building it to sustain it to get back here and get beyond this point?
Coach.
It's just being relentless about it. What these guys did to set an incredible foundation and give us a great beginning. And they set a really high standard. They set a high standard on the court. They set a higher standard in the locker room and off the floor. They set an incredibly high standard representing the University of Kentucky, representing BBN, and representing this jersey. And I'm grateful for that because that standard will carry us for a long time. It's, we'll be talking about these guys 10 years from now as the guys that came in here and set a standard of what this is supposed to be, of how you're supposed to carry yourself as a Kentucky basketball player, how you're supposed to connect yourself with your teammates. So we'll lean heavily on this experience as a standard for all the guys that come in the future. I'm really proud of these guys, really incredibly proud of these guys. What they did has never been done before, actually. In so many ways, what they've done has never been done before, and it's because they're really, really, really special young men.
Yeah, Daryl Burr with the Cats Paws again. Mark, you and some of your players throughout the year kept saying that you thought that God had a purpose for this team, and I'd see occasionally somebody say God doesn't care who wins a basketball game. I think you're missing the point. What is the point there that you guys were talking about?
Coach.
Well, man, this could be a long answer. I'll keep it brief. I do believe that God has a plan for our lives. I do believe that God brought all of us together with this extraordinary group. I think he brought us together so each of us individually could grow. I think he brought us together so that we could build relationships that are going to last forever. I'm pretty sure one of these guys is going to be slumming at my house sometime in the next years. I don't know who it's going to be. I think that these guys have had an incredible impact. They've gone out of their way to have an incredible impact on BBN and the state of Kentucky and the community around them, whether it's been their regular hospital visits or Ronald McDonald House visits or meeting with fans before and after games or finding other ways to serve and serving each other. I think that this group was brought together to serve the best they can, and these guys did it in an incredible fashion. We didn't finish the job, which is a real thing. But short of that, you couldn't ask one more thing out of these guys. They've been incredible in how they've served and the standard they've set and how much of themselves they've given to this jersey and this community.
Questions, please. Right back here.
Mark, C.L. Brown, Louisville Courier-Journal. Certainly, you've been a head coach before, but obviously not under this spotlight of Kentucky. Given that most humans in situations have that voice of self-doubt that pops up every now and again, was there anything during the course of this season that you kind of proved to yourself in being the head coach at UK?
Coach.
It's an interesting question. I heard this the other day, and I actually think it's true. And these guys have been incredible examples of this. It's something that goes like this: if the spotlight on you is brighter than the light that comes from within you, then it'll destroy you. And so, a roundabout way to answer your question: these guys have amazing light coming out of each of them, because at the end of the day, it's not about them. And I feel the same way. It's not about us. I think that's the space where we live. And so when you live that way, of course, we all have doubts every single day. We do, but when it's about something more important than just ourselves, man, those doubts seem to blur a little bit, and you just spend all your time trying to figure out how we're supposed to make a difference, how it's supposed to be, how we're supposed to serve, how we're supposed to make an impact. That's what these guys have done, man. Like, what they did on the basketball court was incredible, but what they did for each other in this community was bigger, and it's going to last longer, and it's going to mean more. And so, I don't know. I think the doubt gets swallowed up in that. I really do. I believe that it gets swallowed up. Of course, we have doubts every single day, but they're minimal.
We have a couple more minutes. Please raise your hand. Any further questions?
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think it was really cool. We was able to set the culture for Pope's first year, and people gonna have to come in, and the bar gonna be set high for the next people who come under Pope, and it's gonna be fun to watch for sure.
If you're in the transfer portal and you're looking for a spot to go, go to Kentucky. I'll tell you that much. Go to Kentucky.
We were arguing actually at shoot around today as these guys took turns sitting in the one stool on the court about which of these guys was going to be a head coach first. It's going to be a race. We got three.
Andrew Carr.